Warning: sensitive content.
All right, my love. I know I'm getting angry again, huh? I'm just anguished, frustrated and anguished and pain inside.
I understand.
I could scream out loud, and this is the scream out loud whenever I seem to be angry. That is my scream out loud, because the pain is too much inside. It just oozes out, okay?
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, I have nothing against any government, anybody, any system, because they are all just blindly being deluded by Satan and Satan's force, which is still lingering in human system long before they have been cast into hell. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
There's still some left over from their subordinates, and they're fighting very hard right now to make humans pit against each other, killing each other still, and cannot see the logic and reason behind their actions. They cannot see anything. They hear, but they don't understand. They see, but they cannot recognize the truth and the logic and reason. I'm very frustrated and very painful. Feel very painful and very anguished every day.
Oh, Master. We will pray for
you too. Yes.
For just all the suffering to stop.
Yes, we're praying for world vegan so that humans and animals don't suffer anymore.
Yes.
Because world vegan will bring more world peace, will bring more clarity to all the humans, and they will understand more than what they do now.
Yes.
They will change their way of behavior for the more noble, more benevolent, more compassionate nature, which they are inside.
Yeah.
They just blindfolded by Satan over thousands of years because of the way we live our life. We kill others to eat, we kill others to seize power, we kill others to seize land.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, all that doesn't help us. All that will not help us if we won't stop the cycle of viciousness, the devil's circle.
Yeah.
Okay, my love.
Okay, Master.
Anything else? Any more comments?
I think no comments from
all right,
Master.
Okay. I think you understand everything inside your heart. Yes.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm just expressing it for you to make it more clear.
I think you express for all the people.
For all the people. Yes.
You know all the people's hearts the best, and
yes, of course, I do know.
Yeah.
I do feel how they feel. I feel their suffering. I feel their pain. I feel their desperation. The whole world. I feel the animals' anguish. I feel everything. Okay? That's why I suffer also.
I understand, Master.
All right, my love. God bless you. God bless all of you, the Supreme Master TV workers and supporters around the world, initiates or non-initiates. God bless our world.
Thank you, Master.
God bless all the leaders to see the logic and reason. May God enlighten them all. Thank you, my love.
Thank you, Master.
Several days later, the conversation about the situation in Afghanistan continued in another work-related phone call on August 24th, 2021.
Master, is forced child marriage part of the Sharia law?
No. Forced marriage is not in the Sharia.
Oh.
Okay? Sharia doesn't advise the Muslim to rape little girls in the so-called forced marriage, or not marriage even.
Yes.
It's like in Bangladesh, for example, they just rape anyone they like, big or small, child or old. That's not Muslim. They besmear the great reputation of Muslims, make people afraid of Islam, of Muslim followers.
Yes, Master.
The true Muslim people, they don't do that.
Yeah.
It's just a distortion of the law to suit their desire, their need, their greed. Yes. Yeah. Islam teaching has never been for forcing anything, especially as a little child, like 12 years old.
Right.
Or any woman into any sexual or relationship or so-called marriage, whatever. Never.
Yes.
The Muslim teaching never included any of that, okay?
Yeah.
We had to go back in time, at the time of the great prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It was wartime, okay?
Right.
It's not because the prophet or his followers made war. It's the authority at that time. You see, they had their own established rules and religious order, and of course they rejected anything that didn't look like them.
I see.
But the prophet was teaching the truth. And the truth, according to also whatever Bible they had at that time, it's just that because he was enlightened and they were not.
Yes.
So even if he teaches the same thing like an ancient wisdom, they won't accept it.
Yeah.
They were clinging more to ritual and clothing.
Yeah.
I have to look like this, you have to wear like that. Otherwise, you are not an enlightened person, you're not a spiritual person.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah, and only the monks, the so-called priests can do this, can do that.
Yeah,
But it's all corrupt.
understand.
They just fatten their bellies. They know nothing until the prophet comes. And when he taught the truth, as he knew it, because he's with the angels, with direct contact with God, he knew things directly, which they don't know anything. They just repeat it, whatever in their Bible, like a parrot, without knowing anything. And then when the prophet was confidently self-realized, knowing who he was, and ordained by God, and taught the truth from his own experience, they didn't like it, because so many people flocked to the prophet and believed him, you see, and worship him and listen to him and follow him to practice spiritually. So they hated that. Jealousy and ignorance. So they waged war with the prophet and his followers at that time. So, of course, for protecting the prophet and their faith, they would run and fight at the same time.
Yeah.
So, of course, in the battle, even if the prophet's followers did not want to fight,
Yes.
they would be killed. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, of course, many men sacrificed and stayed in the front line to protect their family, protect the prophet and other followers.
Yeah.
And many men died, of course.
Of course.
So, men died, left behind a widow and children.
Yeah.
So, the prophet had advised and requested his followers, whoever is still alive, to take on the widow's family and take care of them.
Right. Yeah.
At that time, old time, the women were not able to work outside the family. Yeah?
Yes.
So they don't know how to take care.
Yeah.
And the man only is a breadwinner, yeah?
Right.
Women stay home or do homework or something. So if the man dies, they have nowhere to lean on. So the prophet say whoever is able, like financially,
Yes.
then take in the widows and the children and look after them just like they are your wife and your family.
Yes.
But then later on, others, ignoramuses, they use that as an excuse to have many wives, many women. But that wasn't intended like that. It was in the war. And in order to care for the widow's family, the prophet said that you take them in as your family.
Yes, Master.
Not any sexual things.
Yeah.
Just to take care like a family, like relatives. You see what I'm saying? Because for them at that time, they're all family members.
Yeah.
Just like in our group, we help each other. And we call each other brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah.
Like that. So they take care when somebody's in need. That's it. Okay, so now, because they're defending their faith, leaving behind uncared for widows and children, so they just take care of each other, that's all. It doesn't mean that a man should have many wives,
Right.
or they should take on their brothers and sisters' wives, or husbands, like that. It's not like that. It doesn't mean like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I said to my followers, I say, please take care of your own brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
As well, we take care of also strangers. We also take care of each other.
True.
Whoever is in need, we take care. The one who is able, who has more financial ability. That's it, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they go to there and take up their family, becomes their husband, or things like that. It's not like that.
Right.
So later on, they distorted it and interpreted it to suit their needs and their lowly desires.
I see.
Just for lust and greed. But now, the forced marriage, in this case, like the Taliban did, if it was true,
Yeah.
to take or force the girls and women to go and marry their fighters, That is not right.
No.
That's not right. Because it's kind of a one-sided relationship.
Yeah.
Woman would never be happy in a forced marriage. Even man would not be.
Yeah, of course.
If he's forced to marry somebody he doesn't know, he doesn't care, he doesn't like, because we are humans, fighter or not, Muslim or Catholic, all the same. They all have their emotions.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
agree. Yeah.
So just to bring the girl to them, just to have sex, that is not right.
No.
According to human rights, that's not correct. It's not morally correct. Okay?
Yes.
To treat the girls and a dignified woman or young innocent virgins like a prostitute,
That's terrible.
that is terrible.
Yes.
How are they going to have a happy relationship? And if not, then the men are also not happy.
Right.
Like this, they also don't respect their shoulders, their men. They don't respect that they are also human.
Right.
Also need some emotional support and love, not just sex.
It's true.
It's like prostitution. It's not respect for both of them.
No. It's
Okay?
not. Yeah.
Of course, the soldiers, they're under command of their boss or something, then they just accept it.
Yeah.
And also they're lonely in the battle or whatever, they just do it. But that is not respectful for them either.
Yes.
Just like shoving into them something, you like it or not, take it.
Yeah.
And just because you're lusty, you need it. This is not respectful for the men either.
Yes, Master.
Not to talk about the unhappy teenagers and women.
Yeah, exactly.
That in our society would amount to rape
Yeah.
and sexual assault. All civilized countries on earth will condemn it like a rape.
For sure.
Yes. Recently, there are many sexual assault cases against many big people, you know?
Yeah.
Like Prince Andrew of England.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have had a relationship with a girl when she was 17 years old long ago. And now she's suing. And he had to step down as a royal member.
Yes.
He became nothing now. No title.
Yes.
And even having a lawsuit. Having to pay a lot of money, if he has any. Otherwise, he would go to jail also. Or maybe pay and still go to jail.
Right.
So, you know, it's not Sharia law, okay?
Yes.
The Sharia law, I'm just saying some examples. It's just to advise men and women how to conduct their lives. That was probably when the Prophet was still alive or after that,
Yes.
so that they can have more peace in the house.
Yes.
Like, okay, you don't reveal yourself. You wear proper clothes to cover yourself when you talk to a stranger man if they come into your house.
Yeah.
So
Understand.
it's not to incite something of a misunderstanding,
Yes. Understand.
and it might result in something bad for their marriage and the harmony of their relationship inside the house.
Right.
Something like that. And if they go out, they should also wear decently, not tight or revealing too much of your body.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is okay. Yeah?
Yeah. It is.
Yes. But it's not like compulsory and cover all over the faces like that.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe at that time it's also good to cover the faces so that the enemies don't recognize them
True.
for their own safety
Yeah.
when the Prophet was still alive,
Right. Yeah.
so that they can go out and do things in peace and safety. So this is not truly necessary anymore, and it's not a Sharia law.
Yes. Understand.
That was just one example. It has more, not just that. But this never had forced marriage in it, and never to kill a daughter just for the honor of the family. No. Because in the Quran it states that if you bury your daughter alive, abuse her, etc., then it's against the law. Yeah?
Yes.
Against the Muslim law. You saw it, you read it.
Yeah.
Much of that respect for women is written in the Holy Quran.
Yeah. True.
So this is not Sharia law. They take matters into their hands and distort it to rule, to show authority, to oppress women. And that's not right.
It's not right. No.